As a community, we cannot remain static. We have to adapt to the needs and the circumstances of the times. We have done so for the past 50 years, and I have faith that we will keep this momentum going. But the key to this is to stay united as a community and to stay true to our faith and culture. We cannot afford to be divided. We must respect diversity and pave the way for differences to exist harmoniously, so long as these differences do not peddle violence nor threaten the peace and harmony we enjoy. So I'm optimistic about our future, and 50 years ago, with so little at our disposal, we have achieved so much. So imagine what we can achieve in the next 50 years. Given that today we have a more educated and competent community, Nur Alfian Jumain brought honor to our nation at the recent SEA Games when he won the gold medal for Silat. What caught my attention was not that he won, but rather how he won the medal. He had lost to this same opponent previously, but this time he studied why he lost. Allow me to quote him. "Watching the video from the World Championship showed that I was always attacking first. So this time I waited for him to strike before catching him on the counter-attack." And this desire to do well and persevere despite the odds can also be seen in the story of Ms. Amalina Ridwan. The 20-year-old former student of Madrasah Al-Ma'arif went from madrasah to junior college, then to polytechnic, before finally landing a spot at the NAS Yongloo Lim School of Medicine. What motivated her was a strong desire to help others. So her path to medical school is a path less taken, but she was never deterred. And in her words, "If you believe that you can do something, work towards it, and have faith, everything will work out." This is motivation par excellence, and the never say die attitude that will put us in good position to navigate our future. Then we have the words of the late Muhammad Ghazi Muhammad, a teacher from Tanjung Katong Primary School, who we lost recently at the earthquake in Sabah. Many remembered him as a kind-hearted individual who did everything possible to bring out the best in others. But what struck me most were his words written in a school publication: "Leave no one behind. Never turn a blind eye." In these words, we find the voice of a younger generation, willing to sacrifice personal needs to make sure that everyone around them are looked after. This is the kind and compassionate spirit which will bring us forward as a community. And finally, even when tragedy strikes, we find graciousness and strength. Mr. Ayub Ahmad lost his son, Amron Ayub, to a road accident on the 9th of August 2013, the second day of Hari Raya. And despite his loss, Mr. Ayub braced himself to accept it with grace. And I quote, "Nothing forced us to forgive. We knew it was an accident. If we don't forgive, the accident will keep haunting us in our memories. But when we forgive from the heart, we accept that it was totally an accident. For us, we took it as part and parcel of life. As Muslims, we saw it as a test from God." The strength to accept, to forgive, and move on reflects a deep reservoir of resilience in the face of hardship.